Hi, I'm Catharyn Baird, CEO of Ethics Game, and it's my pleasure to invite you into another conversation around how best that we as individuals can live with integrity with other human beings. A question I get asked a lot is, how do I deal with fear? Now, fear is one of those very basic emotions that are is very useful if we want to avoid bodily harm, but it also comes into play with emotional harm and economic harm. And so, as we begin to work with others, we want to make sure that we live into their expectations at the same time we meet ours. And so, because being shunned and being punished is such a great deterrent for unethical behavior, it turns out can also be a deterrent for ethical behavior. To the degree you're part of a culture that rewards untruthfulness, part of a culture that rewards cutting corners, part of a culture that rewards bullying, it is very tempting to go along with that behavior so that you're not shunned or excluded. Part of what we have to do as we develop our own sense of self is say, what behaviors will I not do even if everybody else is doing them? If I am with people who are bullying, do I speak up or not? If I am in a situation where I'm expected to lie, do I or not? This is where our imagination can become very useful. Each of you are in a particular context, and as you look around that context, you can see the places where the temptations are there and where the behaviors are expected. And you can make a determination about what you will or will not do as you practice it. Where is it safe to say, that just is not appropriate behavior. That's not who we are. When is it appropriate to say, I am not going to sign that document. It is not truthful, and I am not going to put my name on it. Individual discernment is required in each of those situations. But I invite you to begin to develop courage. Because as we develop courage in the face of fear, and as we discover that maybe the worst things that we imagine aren't going to happen, or even if they do, it's better than losing our own sense of self and our own sense of integrity. We will have the courage and the conviction to stand up in the face of unethical behavior and unethical expectations. I wish you the best in developing your courage. Thank you.